Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, and just getting ready to take a look at the markets. So let's just take a look at kind of what's been going on overnight. Obviously, from the close Friday, things pushed bullish right up into this resistance zone. We could see we got a little stuck there, a little pullback. Could have taken a short right off that level there. That would have worked for a one-to-one risk. And then we kind of pushed through that and up into this upper sort of reversal zone way up here. Still have these way old drawings up here. Let's just pull this out. Take a look at this upper reversal zone, and you can kind of see, so we had these pushes down, right? This like kind of aggressive selling down, and you can see that that's that level right there. And that's basically where we pushed up to. Let's see if that matches up. Whoa, did not mean to do that. Let's grab this thing. There we go. Let's pull this way over. And yep, basically right there, right? So right into that high volume area and then pushing back down. So this is a 15-minute chart, and big picture, we're sideways. We've been sideways basically since July 23, end of July, or kind of the last quarter of July, we've been sideways. So we're just continuing this sideways pattern, and until we break out of this and show some sign of continued bullish momentum, we want to be careful taking longs towards the top of the range and careful taking shorts towards the bottom of the range. You can see Friday's price action played out pretty in a pretty typical way, right? We pulled back into some of these high volume areas, tested some of the low volume areas, and then pushed up from there. So we'll kind of see what the market's going to give us today. And, we'll sort of go from there. I think my roofers might be outside getting started today, so I'm just going to close my door. And might be a little bit of background noise. I apologize. I have some roofers starting outside my office today. And I'm just going to close my windows while they get started. Didn't know they were coming this morning. So let's just take a look at our profile kind of for this push up. That'll give us some indication of where we might want to look. Now, most of our volume is right here in all of this rotation, so that's going to be a definite area of interest for us as we look at this, basically this massive rotation here towards the bottom. This is an area where we might expect to see some support. This is the low volume node from this whole, if we were to look at this whole like huge big picture here, you can see there's low volume right there. And we could pull this out even further, you'd see it more. So this is basically like this giant auction that we're in, right? Even if we go back out here, you can see low volume there, right? So we don't want to fall back into lower auctions down here. That's obviously the sort of main thing. And you can see the bottom of this channel lines right up with that. So that's exactly where we are right now. Let's extend this out a little bit. But if we're going to continue any sort of bullish momentum, then we probably want to look to take a higher low, which, based on this profile, the higher low area would look, in there. Not a lot down here, not a lot in the reversal. See, there's not a ton of volume in the reversal. So this would be the main area of interest for me. And it kind of lines up with like the larger point of control as well. And that may be something that we do just want to be careful of, because if that is a larger point of control, trading away from it can be a little bit difficult. It can be very magnetic. So just be aware of that also. Let's just take a look at this and we'll put a label on it. We'll maybe make it a little bit broader and we'll add a little bit of a label, say main POC from that larger auction, just so that we're aware of that. But that's really the only, the only major support level within here. And that was from, the bulk of the day on Friday. So if we do continue down, you can see actually, this level here too, from this drop. Let's go back to a smaller time frame. It was this consolidation here, really high volumes there from that drop. When we kind of came back through it, you can see we tested it again from the underside. So it's a lot of like support becoming resistance type stuff there. and we want to be super aware of that. So yeah, I'm kind of watching this area, this 43.91. That's definitely what I'm keeping an eye on right now. And you know, really, it's like a broad zone of support. It's almost like a swing trading type level. I mean, that's a very broad zone of support. So, you know, something you can consider taking a long off of if we think we might continue, again, a strong bullish push. Otherwise, it's kind of smack dab in the middle of the auction, which makes it a little bit weird. Honestly, I'd rather go long below that since that is the larger auction point of control. But we'll kind of just see. I think we just got to see what the market gives us right now. It's a little bit, these ranges can get a little bit tricky, especially when, you know, kind of right when you figure out how the range is functioning tends to be right when the range comes to an end and we begin another trend. You can see here, you've got this resistance becoming support like that, right? So you see that level right there. So another kind of thing to be aware of. And yeah, nothing much more than that, honestly, to say today. It's not like a whole lot really going on. You've got this consolidation stuff here too, which is kind of where we are at the moment as well. So yeah, I'm not going to be too quick to jump into anything. It's Monday. I'm going to kind of take my time and just get my bearings on the market, and we'll just kind of go from there. You can see a little bit of a ledge here too. So this area might need to get tested down here. See that strong volume in that ledge, but look at the volume just on these two candles. I mean, that's pretty impressive volume, right? So just be aware. Just be aware. This was the close yesterday. A lot of volume came in on the close, so that could be an area that needs to get tested too. That would be basically the gap fill line. So let's just put a little line there, and we'll call that gap fill. And that's right at 43.95. So we'd be looking in that area as a potential short side target. I don't know that I would go blindly long off there, but definitely for a short side target, you might expect some kind of reaction off of that stuff. So that's what I'm looking at. Yeah, I'll be in the trade room, dpmtrades.com. You can join us there if you'd like. And you just go to dpmtrades.com, click on community. You can join the Discord group. And other than that, I'll check in with you guys tomorrow.